Okay, I'm just going to cover some more bits about type, look at fonts and how we can do things with them. So I've got a blank document and I'm going to make a couple of boxes, put some text in. There's one. Okay, and we'll just connect these two together like we did with the, I need to turn them into text boxes first. We'll flow the text between the two boxes. So I've just converted these two boxes into type text boxes using the type tool. And now I'm going to use the selection tool to click inside here, click on this little tab here. We can see the cursor changes. We'll go and link it to that box there. We can't see the text threads, but we know that they're connected together. So let's just go and switch on text threads. There we go. Okay, so let's just zoom in a bit, Command and plus. Okay, right, so using the type tool, standard one, I'm just going to click in here and I'm going to press Control and fill with placeholder text, and that's going to fill up both boxes. Obviously you can paste text in from somewhere else if you want to. I'm just using this dummy type, as I said before. Okay, right, so we just go up and go to Window and get our character box, and we can see what typeface we've got automatically chosen, which is Minion Pro, and it's set to regular. So in here we could go through and select any of these. You can see there's a little sample of the type, how it would look over on the right. So let's go and get a safe one. I need to select all my type first, don't I? So if you double click on a word, it selects it. If you triple click on a word, it'll select the line. And if you click 4 times, it'll select the whole paragraph. If you click 5 times, it's going to select all the type for you. Okay? Right, so let's just go back over here and let's go and find. Okay, there's Helvetica. So this has changed the size of the type, and this font is a bit bigger than Minion that was already in there, so something's happened straight away. So down here we can see a little red box. So let's just go and zoom in on that, and hang on a sec, which one do I want to do? Zoom in, there we go. Okay, so we can see this little box here with a plus in it. That means that we have we've gone beyond the boundaries of our text box, so it's full to overflowing. So if we want to get our text back, then let's just zoom back out. If we want to get the rest of our text visible, we need to change the size of these boxes. Like that, you see. So now you can see that it's changed. It's put in the rest of that text there. Obviously these two boxes are connected, so we can play about with that. Okay, right, so let's just select all of this type and we'll go to character, which at the moment is down here, but if it isn't in your little window of palettes, just go up to Window, Type and Tables, and you can get it there, or you can use the Command and T shortcut. Okay, so we've just changed the typeface. In here also we've got bold, oblique, light, light and light oblique, and then oblique and bold oblique as well. So all the typefaces have got different versions of them, italicized and bold versions, so you can find all of those down here as well. So let's just set that back to regular. Right, the next bit that we've got here is the size, endpoints. You can type in whatever you want into here. That's too big, obviously, 300, but let's put that down back to 30. And I'm just going to get rid of some of the rest of this. Okay, so let's see, let's just use 2 words. Okay, right, so that's the size. Here we've got the kerning of the type, and what can we do here? We don't really have any letters that we can kern, so I'll show you how this works with a V and an O. Okay, so if we just make those bigger. Okay, so you can see the letter spacing between these two. Everything's kind of evenly spaced. Here we've got type test, and all the letters are evenly spaced out here. We can change this spacing using the tracking here, and we can squish the letters together and bring them apart like that. But as you saw, some letters start to overlap before others. So we put that down to 50. Yeah, and it's not always balanced. So here the T and the Y look closer together than anything else. When you have letters like this where there's space underneath a letter, you can sort of push the one letter underneath the other one if you want to as well. So that's here with kerning. So if we go and put that onto -10, you can see it move in, and let's just nudge it in like that. Okay. That doesn't work in the same way that this does. Yeah, so with these letters, we just select the whole word and we go here and we can adjust the tracking like that. If I try and adjust the tracking, it doesn't do anything. Okay, this way I have to select in between the 2 letters that I want to kern. Okay, so get the cursor flashing in between the V and the O, and then go and choose how far apart or close together you want these letters to be. Right, let's just change the size, and we'll have a look at line spacing here, which is called leading. So if I just let's select all of that, put that to 18 point, and we'll fill that up again with placeholder text. So you can see we've got the lots of lines of type here, and if we select some of them like this, and we'll go and have a look at the leading here. That's set to auto, and okay, see how you can start to bunch this type up, spread it out. So again, some of these letters are going to start overlapping with each other. So you can see here that these P's and B's and T's and H's and the E here, they're starting to overlap. So that's not necessarily what you want. So it's a balancing game then to try and get things spaced out nicely, not leaving not too much room unless you want to have lots of room. It's just your game to play to space your letters and your words out. Okay, right. You can also change how the letters are spread, the vertical scale and the horizontal scale here. So if we just select that word there, and that's at 100%, let's go and stretch it out like that, or squish it. Okay, and you can just pump those up. Same with this one. You can also play about with how far you want to skew the type, so like italicizing it, and you can go both directions. Make it lean forwards and make it lean backwards. And this one will allow you to shift up parts of words. Okay, so what we could do is we could have a larger B. Let's go to that. And oops. Let's move all of that. Okay, so you can see how that's moving that up there, like your old manuscripts with a big capital letter at the beginning. I'll just go over colouring the text, and so clearly we're just going to select some type, and we can go up here. This is the fill, and we can see a bunch of swatches in here. We can double click on the little T itself, and we can go here and we can use this colour picker, and I've just selected a swatch there by accident. Okay, let's go back and turn that darker red. The other things that we have for type up here that you might want to use, just the alignment and indentations and things like that. And they're all up here, stuff that you're probably familiar with from using Word.